welcome you to Complete Lifestyle, where we focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Nobody is perfect, but we can all strive to become complete as individuals. Before I get into today's video, I want you to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share the video, trying to spread as much positivity as possible. Even though we might be highlighting some negative things going on in the world, we always try to add our 2 cents in on how to make them better, how to move forward. So today, we're going to talk about the Chris Brown documentary that's getting ready to come out. I'm going to read some of the tea leaves about it and then share why I think it's coming out at this time. So let me get into that. New documentary about the litany of abuse and violence allegations against R&B singer Chris Brown dating back almost 2 decades. Promises to unveil the allegations of the new accuser who hasn't previously spoken about their experience with the star in Chris Brown, A History of Violence. So, key facts about it. The documentary is set to be released October 27th. On Investigation Discovery, will chronicle the singer's past all the way back to his troubled childhood and include the testimony of an unidentified accuser who says they have spoken about this matter publicly, but that's the only way that he can be stopped. A trailer for the documentary released Monday called Brown an Iconic Accused Convicted Celebrity and includes all unidentified women, voiceover labeling him as an abuser of women consistently and unapologetically. Brown was in 2009 accused of assaulting his then girlfriend, pop star and billionaire Rihanna, leaving her with physical facial injuries that required she be hospitalized. Brown turned himself in to the police and ultimately accepted a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to felony assault and was sentenced to probation, community service, and ordered to attend domestic violence counseling. Since then, he has been involved in several public fights with other celebrities, has faced lawsuits accusing him of assault, and a restraining order granted against him in the request of an ex-girlfriend, who provided the court with threatening text messages and voicemails. Representatives for Chris Brown did not immediately respond when reached out to. There is a critical quote. There's a long list of various and different women that have accused Chris Brown of assaulting them. He has an audience full of assault deniers, one woman claims in the trailer. So, keys to the background. The incident with Rihanna has followed Chris Brown throughout his career, and the singer has addressed it on multiple occasions, including last year when he said people who still hate on him or mistake him of assaulting Rihanna can kiss his you-know-what. In 2013, he said that the night the assault was the deepest regret of his life, and in a 2017 documentary said his relationship with Rihanna made him feel like a monster. Since then, he's been followed by more accusations of abuse and assault. He was accused of battery in 2013 with the singer Frank Ocean. He was also sued for assault later. Brown was accused of also conspiring and aiding and abetting in a sexual assault that took place at a party in his home. The case was later dismissed. Brown was detained also in Paris in 2019. So he's been going through a few different things. And also in July, Brown was sued for $50 million after 4 men accused him and members of Entourage for assaulting them backstage. So in the documentary, what are we watching for? Chris Brown in the 2025 and the accusations against Sean Diddy Combs is also coming out on that channel. So guys, be on the lookout because I guess this station is going to be doing multiple documentaries. They're going to start on Chris Brown, I guess, and then they're going to roll out to P. Diddy. So why do I think it's coming out now? In my personal opinion, I think that there's some play going on here where maybe, like I said, it's a RICO case. Are they trying to bring in multiple people? It's always the thought process of there were other people at this party that had things going on that possibly had something to do with the overall case they are trying to bring against P. Diddy. Abuse, violence is one of the things that was stated in P. Diddy's case. And so it's strange that we haven't heard anything that Chris Brown has done recently in the public that had been major news, but now all of a sudden at this specific moment, they're trying to bring out a case, a documentary against him, talking about abuse and trying to bring forth witnesses that will kind of allege that the things that I just read about. So it's real weird, just because, like I said, he hasn't done anything that I've heard of lately in these late news. And so with this P. Diddy thing going on, it kind of seems unnecessary to bring it out right here. But the same place that is doing this documentary is also doing the P. Diddy documentary. So I don't know what the play is, but I think that they might possibly use this and say, hey, if Chris was at this party with Diddy, what other things was being done, and kind of might try to rope him in. Not sure, but it's worth a speculation, worth to see what's going on with that. So as far as the abuse part, I don't condone hitting on women. You should never put your hands on a female, and females, you should never put your hands on a male. I mean, at some point in time, there should always be a respect factor. That is, we can have a conversation, whether we agree, whether we disagree, that we don't have to put our hands on each other. I always tell people, I'll do anything for my respect. So you gotta always draw that line of, hey, I can have a conversation with you. If things are getting too heated, let me take a step away so I can cool down. Let you take a step away, because cooler heads will prevail. You never need to do something when you're in an emotional state. So I had a video a while back about the wisdom that my grandfather passed to me. And the first thing he always told me was, before you do something, man, stop and think. Think about the consequences of what you're going to do. Think about the positives of what you're going to do. Think about the negatives of what you're going to do before you make that decision. And that goes with anything. Big decisions, small decisions, whether you feel like they cheated on you, or whether they mistreated you, or whether they verbally abused you, or whatever, before you just go ahead on and put your hands on somebody and then risk the cops getting involved, you going to jail, there being an argument, there being a fight, people putting their hands on each other, somebody potentially even dying. You never know what can come after the ball gets rolling. Always just sit and think and make sure that what you're going to do is worth what's coming after what you're going to do. We live in the moment so much that, we don't get a chance to actually sit down and say, hey, what's going to come from whatever it is I'm doing? So I'm going to keep you posted. It's right now it's 3 women that supposedly are in this. Like I said, there's an unidentified woman who they did a voiceover for. She's the main person, because you know about Rihanna. And there was one other woman in here. It's escaping my mind right now. But it's those 2 are the main 2 that people know about. Maybe Karuchi. I think it's Karuchi, that he had a relationship with her, and then she got a restraining order against him. And so he's had a history of this, but we don't judge over here. I just want people to get the help that they deserve. I just want to people to learn from the things that they do, because if we're being completely honest, everybody makes mistakes, guys. So it's no need to judge somebody. Just make sure that you can learn from other people's mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, comment on the video. I want to say, I'm trying to think. The Diddy docuseries is also coming out this year, so it's coming out real soon. I think I said the documentary is set to be released on October 27th. So stay on tune, stay on the lookout. If anything else pops up, I'll definitely let you guys know. Thank you.